a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. Check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. On tap is what should be a pretty good matchup between the Washington Redskins and the San Francisco 49ers.
From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Washington Redskins and the San Francisco 49ers. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by their quarterback standing at 6'2" from Eastern Illinois. It's Jimmy Garoppolo.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week.
Here we go. 180.
56. I'm scared.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Garoppolo now. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Coleman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Partner doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. Now the man from nearby Stanford, Christian McCaffrey. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run with Geis. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. He finds his target. It's Crowder. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. They find some open field here. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff? that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Coleman now. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Now it's Haskins. It's Williams on the catch. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now Haskins on 1st down. Steps away. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Haskins over the middle, and it's incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, Get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Haskins, third and long. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter play. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a third down and long coming up. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. Third and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. This is Harris. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. He's got his man, that's Josh Gordon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. It's caught by Aguilar.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Check 56. I got you, boy. 56. Mike, 56, right there, 56. Silver.
Looking to throw, Haskins. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. There he goes, left side. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. The throw here going to be complete to Gordon. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On first down, it's Haskins. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Throwing again, here's Haskins. And an alley to run. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
56 to Mark, boy, 56. Check 56. And we got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. That's going to be caught. 23 yards on the play.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Geis, they'll try to run it. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, come on, oh, come on, oh.
Here's Haskins. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 30. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Now Gold for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Do it.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem. Yeah, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D. Ford in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving some.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Check Mike 54. Mike 2. You better bring it. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Defense. Let's go.
Throwing now. Haskins on first down. On the catch, it's Crowder. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on second down. Haskins looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike. I'm over. 53.
Third down, here's Haskins. Completes it to Aguilar. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Tevin Coleman and the rest of the offense making their way back out. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. 18 yards, first down Niners. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Garoppolo. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers. He's got a man, complete. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Haskins out of the gun. He's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now Haskins. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now with toss, this is McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. You might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively.
56, check 56. 56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Hey, watch the slant.
Now on 2nd and 13. Haskins. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now.
Check.
They begin the drive with Coleman. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Let's go, defense. It's our time.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
They can't stop us. They cannot hold us down.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Harris now to return. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. And they'll indeed go for it with Haskins. Able to get this to Gordon. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. From the 24, Haskins got Gordon open, completes it. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
On the ground, Geis. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. Now, let's not forget that was all set up by the 4th down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on 4th down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and then converted a 2nd time for 6 points.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And that one gives him a 3-point lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's capped off by a Darius Geis touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Garoppolo looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. He's been terrific so far. On the return, Harris. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That's where you belong.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
The Redskins on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman, the 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers have retaken the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
At the 25-yard line.
2nd down, Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. Let's go, deep, tight.
On 3rd down, Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go. 56.
4th down, here's Haskins. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Deep 4. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Dante Pettis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gould to add the extra point.
Brandon, what we just saw there were two guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
17 yards that time and a Washington first. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Haskins back to the air. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Mike Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. He's back to throw, and it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They will run again with Coleman. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
I got you. 25, check 25.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
So here's Haskins and the Redskins. Down by 5, a little over 50 seconds remaining. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Haskins. It's complete to Williams. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the